Hey everyone, I'm just going to make sure my camera's recording. It's been acting kind of funky lately, so just give me a second. Yes, I think we're good. We're good, alright. So today I just wanted to give you kind of an introduction to psychology, because I know I've been talking a lot about the brain and neurotransmitters and things like that, and some people that are following along with my channel may be a little bit lost, so I thought I just might take it back to the basics a little bit so that you could have a little bit stronger of a base foundation understanding, and you can work from there. So I found one of my old psychology textbooks, and there was a test that we had to do before we were supposed to like read into the book at all. So if you want to do that, it might be a good idea to try and test your knowledge of psychology. So basically, I'm just going to read you 10 statements, and you're just going to indicate whether each statement is true or false, okay? So number 1, memory is more accurate under hypnosis. True or false? Number 2, all people dream during a night of normal sleep. Number 3, as the number of bystanders at an emergency increases, the time it takes for the victim to get help decreases. Number 4, there is no maternal instinct in humans. Number 5, older adults tend to express less satisfaction with life in general than younger adults do. Number 6, eyewitness testimony is often unreliable. Number 7, children with high IQs tend to be less able physically than their peers. Number 8, creativity and high intelligence do not necessarily go together. 9, when it comes to close personal relationships, opposites attract. And 10, the majority of teenagers have good relationships with their parents. So, I'm just going to read you something interesting that goes along with the answers that you would have had to that test your knowledge of psychology. So most people tend to have a vague understanding of psychology. For instance, students often begin their first course in psychology with the sense that psychology is more common sense than science. But we can make a valid claim that psychology But can we make a valid claim that psychology is a science? Let's consider your own answers to the try it questions. Is it possible that what you believe to be common sense may have led you astray? In fact, all the odd-numbered items are false, and all the even-numbered items are true. So common sense on its own will not take you very far in your study of psychology. So on that, let's go over them again. So all the odd-numbered ones are false. So let me just read you all the odd-numbered ones again. So all the odd-numbered ones are memory is more accurate under hypnosis. So remember, all these are false. As the number of bystanders at an emergency increases, the time it takes for the victim to get help decreases. Older adults tend to express less satisfaction with life in general than younger adults do. Children with high IQs tend to be less able physically than their peers. When it comes to close personal relationships, opposites attract. Those are all false. And all the even numbers are true. So all the true statements are as follows. All people dream during a night of normal sleep. There is no maternal instinct in humans. Eyewitness testimony is often unreliable. Creativity and high intelligence do not necessarily go together. The majority of teenagers have good relationships with their parents. So I'll just give you a breakdown of what psychology, like the study of psychology, actually means, in case you don't know. So the word psychology conjures up images of mental disorders, abnormal behavior, and adjustment to difficult periods of life. As we pointed out above, however, although psychologists do sometimes study the strange and unusual, they are most often interested in day-to-day events, the normal and commonplace. Just what is psychology? Psychology has changed over the years, and so has its definition. In the late 1800s, mental processes were considered to be the appropriate subject matter of psychology. Later, there was a movement to restrict psychology to the study of observable behavior alone. Today, the importance of both areas is recognized, and psychology is now defined as the scientific study of behavior and mental processes. So I thought that would just give you a basic understanding of psychology and a breakdown, and the little test that it had in my textbook, I thought that was pretty interesting. It kind of gives you some interesting knowledge that, you know, sometimes things that we would think are common sense aren't necessarily the truth. So that's why I find psychology very fascinating, and I'll probably do more videos as I go through some more of these chapters. But this textbook is very extensive and thick, and it's been a while since I've taken this class, so I might have to go back through some of my notes and just like give myself a refresher before I can feel confident that I'm not like passing on the wrong information to people, because that's not my purpose at all. I want to help educate you and give you the right information and the right tools and supports to use. So until next time, remember to stay strong, and you're never alone.